What up, y'all? It's Mud. I got a little information dump, man. I've been on to something today. I'm thinking about our existence, like always, The why are we here? When did we get here? How did we get here? The questions that are always going through my mind. And then I'm thinking about time and space. And I'm thinking about light. And the fact that we all are light. We're all created of light. And that I'm thinking about the fact that of the great consciousness, right? And that we can all of our ideas, everything that happens is made up in the astral plane before it gets to our existence, before the physical realm. And how we vibrate and reach to these other heights and these ideas by aligning ourselves with different vibrations, different correspondences, and that's what gives us the ideas. It all the principles of Hermes comes to it, right? And so however you say his name, dude, the thrice great Hermes, dude, Hermes, whatever, Hermetic philosophies. I'm bad with pronunciation, so don't quote me on my pronunciations, but I know what I'm talking about here. But with all the principles, right, they all align together and they all work together. So how we connect to the higher realms, our whole existence is in our brain and the pineal gland. That's the eye. That's our third eye. That's the eye to the world. That's our Wi-Fi connection to the great mind. So how we get our ideas, our perspective, our vision comes from what we do here in the physical realm, in the mental realm, how we think, how we act, what we correspond to, our interactions with the world. All that corresponds to where we get our thoughts from. And without knowing how to control your thoughts, you lose vision, you lose perspective, and you get angry, you get frustrated. These are side effects of not being connected to your own self and knowing thyself. But at the end of the day, it happens to all of us. We don't always stay straight on focus, but that's what being 100% focused and putting 100% effort in means. It means connecting to that higher realm in which all things manifest, and putting what you want, that you think about, what you do, how you project yourself, that all projects back to your connection to the other planes of existence, into the godlike state, or you could say God. Because everything is transmitted down from the source, right, to the other planes of existence. We have to tap into those existences and those different levels of consciousness. And we all do. Throughout our days and throughout our lives, we connect to the other levels of our consciousness. They're vibrating. They're going. We're living on 7 different planes of existence at the same time, right? But we think mainly of just this plane of existence. This is how we've been trained as human beings to be, is to think about the physical here and now rather than thinking about our other existences and try. And that's why I always say mind, body, spirit. You should think wisely, read good books, study good books, keep your mind amused, keep your physical self active, and your spiritual. You can't go through life without having all 3 of those things in alignment. When you have all those in alignment, then great things come. The great visions come. But at any rate, so I was thinking about the Bible and Armageddon, Revelation, and I'm thinking about our extraterrestrial creators, the people who brought life here, the beings that brought life here. Because I believe that it was multiple, and I believe that we were created. There was creators. Even in the Bible, it says in the beginning, let us create man in our image. So God was with somebody when he created us. So I believe there's multiple, right? I believe there's one higher power that controls all of it, but I believe that what created us and created life on this planet was multiple. There's multiple gods of the earth. I believe that there's one God that's above all that. There's one infinite being. I wouldn't say God, because God then puts the perspective of male. And it's both, it's Elohim, plural, genderless God. Meaning, I'm thinking, well, this is how I believe. The original being that created, that put the spark in motion for creation, that brought consciousness to object, to matter. What caused the spark in atoms to collide to create everything, that gave us the idea to actually start creating and making life. I believe that being broke itself into infinite amount of other beings, right? So all the energies of the world, all the energies of the creation, all the energies in multiple universe, I don't believe it's just this universe, I believe all universes, has a piece of the original creator. The original creator is everything. I don't think it's external. I think we're part of that, and it is part of us at the same time, as above, so below. So I believe that the original, the creators of this planet, the creators of all the everything that we do, and people who we pray to and stuff like that, right? So I believe when the story of Jesus Christ is that he was brought here, let's say God, right? Let's talk about it in the perspective it was brought to our attention. So God's son came here to try to bring peace to the world because of all the fighting and all that. And in Revelation, it's not talking about taking people like they talk about the rapture or whatever. It's not talking about not talking about our physical selves. It's talking about the energy of creation. The energy of creation that's vibrating at a higher level when the world ends will be taken back to the creator. The rest of the energy will be destroyed and not used again in creation ever again. It will be turned back into matter. So like the soul energy has not been through all the dimensions that need to be, or vibrated at every consciousness level it needed to vibrate at. For the people who didn't seek Savior, that consciousness is now going to be separated and no longer used for that. So it's going to be turned back into matter, and only the higher level, the highest vibrations of that spirit matter is going to actually be taken back to the original source. Because I don't believe the world's going to explode. I don't believe in that. I don't think so. It's out of my grasp, right? But I think that we're in a time right now where human life, we're going to be seeing less and less, because the elites, the people who have tapped into something higher, know that it's time for a new life force to take over this planet. And we're going to be, the energies of this world are no longer going to be used for this planet. We vibrated to such a high level to where we can create new life. We're creating AI and robots to take over this planet. And I think it's destined. It's what's supposed to happen. It seems wrong as a human to think that, but at the end of the day, that's reality of what's going on. And I believe that we are now the gods of the AI. The internet connects all of it. Electricity connects all of it, but electricity and the internet connect all of us. I believe that the pineal gland in our brain is our Wi-Fi box that connects us to the internet of the universe, to the great collective mind. So just like how we have the internet, that humanity created the internet, right, to create new life force, and it's slowly evolving, just as we did as humans on Earth, as life on Earth evolved. So is technology, and the technology is evolving to an extreme amount right now, and we're creating whole new life for this planet. Because I think it's time that, I'm not saying it's probably going to be thousands of years before humanity's gone, but I do believe that sooner or later we're no longer going to be needed on this planet. We're no longer we're not going to have to have this experience anymore. We're going to be experiencing new things with this energy that causes our life. And that comes out of many different belief systems. Like, I don't follow one religion. I study it all to make up what I think. And for some reason today, I just had that thought. And I just wanted to let y'all know about this thought I had. It's just crazy that I connected to this thought somehow. Because I don't think about the Bible that much. I do read and study the Bible, but I don't always think in biblical terms. And I don't think that it's an abomination to the Bible that AI is trying to take over or humanity's creating AI to take over the earth. I think it aligns with that. And there's a lot of information, man. There's a lot of information to go into this. It's just something I'm just formulating. So over time, I'm probably going to come back to this subject, and I'm going to speak more on it. I'm at break at work right now. I got a whole 20 minutes to try to explain something with such magnitude. But I do plan on getting a fresh journal, and I'm going to meditate on this. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If you want to get on a show with me and talk about this, if you have similar ideas about any of this, just hit me up in the comment section. We could set something up. We'll talk, see where we're at, see if we want to go further with doing a show. But yeah, I also was thinking about time, man. Like, time is a tool used by humanity to control us and enslave us to a punch clock. Time is just a tool, man. Time is not, it's irrelevant. Time is not an actual thing. We created the calendar. The calendar was created for us. 365 days was created for us. They tell you that. They tell you how old you are, how many years you've been alive. I know there's science behind it. How many times I know a day is how long it takes the moon to go around. I know that a year is how long it takes the earth to go around the sun. But at the end of the day, who calculates that that's what we have to go off of? Like, when you stop thinking about time and just start thinking about growing and expanding your mind and expanding your human experience and being a better human, thinking about time itself, your life will get a lot better, man. I'm gonna make an effort at trying to just not think of time. We need the time for our time clocks, and in our mundane situations, in our everyday life, you have to have time. But in reality, time is meaningless. What you need to focus on is being a great person, fulfilling your human experience, peering your soul, and making great memories while here. Having great conversation and deep thought, and keeping your physical body a temple. Working out, taking care of yourself. And I know everybody has a negative and positive, and you're gonna have days where you're not doing everything you should be doing because that's human nature. But that's all I got, man. I know I said that before, but I just had another thought pop up. I'm sorry, man. That's why I call these conversations with Bud, because I just, things pop up, man. I got ADHD. My brain's going everywhere, man. Well, they tell me I have ADHD. That's the diagnosis they told me. I just vibrate higher than others. My mind's always constantly working. I don't see it as a disability anymore. I did use it as a crutch and thought it was a disability, but I'm trying to harness it as a superpower. I'm just vibrating higher than others. My brain's acting faster and processing information at a higher rate than others. I'm trying to learn how to organize and put that into the filing system in my mind. But I gotta head back in. My lunch is almost over. I want to eat something real quick, and I'm not about to eat on the camera while I'm talking to y'all. So it's Mud, and I'm out. Love y'all. Keep it G. Remember to stay positive. Try your best to keep your head up, moving forward. Don't be looking back. The only thing you need to worry about is forward progression. Yesterday's gone. The years that are behind you are gone. There's only the years to come. There's only a great day tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes. There's just a great day on the next day, because there's only today. All right, man. Love y'all. Peace.